just left Cheyenne, Wyoming, and we are headed to Salt Lake, Utah. What's that? This is State Park, Great Salt Lake State Park in Utah. Neither one of us have seen the Salt Lake. We thought this would be a good opportunity, a good trip to see it. Wyoming is really beautiful though. Like it's starting to kind of roll out. So say Sherman Mountains.
I stopped there before here a few years ago.
Where are the mountains? I mean, surely those aren't mountains. Those are just rock formations. Maybe we can't see the mountains because of the fog. Did you see that prairie dog? I know, he took off. Oh, okay. The Sherman Mountains are erosional remnants rising above the general level of the surface of the Laramie Range. Oh, well, maybe those are. Yeah, those are the mountains. That is really an interesting story. cool. They even moved the railroad tracks to pass the tree. Rocks over there at one time were mountains. It says here that the Sherman Mountains are erosional remnants rising above the general level of the surface of the Laramie Range. Very cool. John, take your plant finder and tell me what kind of weed that is. You have a plant finder on your phone? You think that's sage?
I don't know.
It's all through here. He didn't have his phone on him, but he came over and looked and he thinks it's sage. If I can see another prairie dog. It's just a little bit chilly today.
Fringed sage.
What is it?
Fringed sage.
Oh, cool. Fringe sage. Wow. So you were right. You said you thought it was some kind of sage. So
Yes,
you were right.
Sagebrush.
Sagebrush.
Fringed sage.
Very good, John. I like that app. So, John says there's a park over near those rocks, and we're going to drive over there and see it. It's pretty foggy this morning, and a little bit chilly actually, but it should be an interesting travel day. Our goal is to make it to Salt Lake, Great Salt Lake State Park. So I guess the way I understand it, that used to be a mountain range, or it's the foothills of the Laramie Mountains, I guess. They sure are pretty, aren't they? cows. Oh, that's pretty. Your side has the pretty view over there, John. My side is the pasture land. But I'm sure that there are probably overlooks. Oh, there's camping up in there. Oh, there's the sign. Okay, ready? Hello, family and friends and fellow YouTubers. It's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner, and today we are outside of Cheyenne, Wyoming, traveling towards Salt Lake City, Utah, and we have stopped in here at the Vita Woo Recreation Area, and we're going to take a look around. John's been here before, and he says it's a beautiful area to see, so we're stopping in for a short break to take a look around. So let's go see what it holds. All right, here we go. I can already tell it's going to be beautiful in there, just from the entrance. Oh, that is so pretty up through there. I like these kind of rock formations. Okay, so it's a self-serve pay station, $5 per vehicle. Can we just do that on the way out, maybe? Or does it go out the other direction?
I don't know.
All right, so we're paying $5 for our day pass. We don't think we even have to pay, but we're going to make a donation anyway. We think it's just if you're camping. I'm anxious to see what's up the road here.
I don't know what day it is.
The 6th. Today is July 6th.
Probably on the 7th.
It's all right. They won't understand. Still for just a sec. Oh. Okay, so we stopped for just a minute so I could take in this beautiful view. And as you can see, there is a trail going up through there. I bet that trail would be awesome to hike. This is simply beautiful. It's just outside of Cheyenne. I bet no more than an hour, if even that much. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and walk up this path a little bit. Be sure to look down when you're walking. Oh my goodness, look at these beautiful flowers. That is so pretty. Oh, here's some purple ones. It's just beautiful through here. Oh, look at these purple ones. With the yellow. See some orangey red up here. Just almost walked past this. I need John up here with his plant identifier. John, I need your plant identifier. Here's some red ones. Here are some red ones. They just had a bunch of rain. I bet that rain really set these off. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. Hello, family and friends and fellow YouTubers. It's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner. And I am with John today, and we are traveling through Wyoming, headed down to Utah. But on our way, we stopped in here at this really neat recreation area. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name at this point in time. I'll put it on the screen. But just look at this magnificent view. And they have all kinds of trails that you can hike through here. And I don't even think we're an hour outside of Cheyenne. It's very, very close. So anyway, let's go see what we can see. Okay, so we traveled on down the road and we came into one of the campsites. And it is just beautiful through here. Little restroom there. I mean, just look at that site. Isn't that gorgeous? This would be an awesome place to camp. Just for the sights alone. And they have all kinds of hiking through here. Flowers are beautiful. This was definitely worth the side trip. So pretty. this place called again?
Vita Woo.
Say it again.
Vita Woo.
Vita Woo.
Woo.
Vita Woo.
W-O.
Oh, okay.
Vita Woo.
Vita Woo. Vita Woo Recreation Area. If you're ever in Wyoming near Cheyenne, check out Vita Woo Recreation Area. It is beautiful if you like this kind of landscape, which I do, with the rocks and the pine trees. And then all of these flowers are just making the most beautiful, colorful carpet, like a patchwork carpet. We're driving on into the park a little bit more. I mean, just look at that stone face over there. That is so pretty. Okay, so John found this parking area here where we could actually stop and get out and look some more. Because this is what I want to get a picture of. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, we have some rock climbers up there. John, do you see that rock climber right there in blue? I don't know if I can. He's right on that ledge where that triangle rock is at. Okay, so I told John, I said I really wanted to see that rock cliff up close, and he found a spot up close. I mean, look at this. I think this is probably the trailhead over here. But yeah, this is cool.
There they are up there.
I'm trying to find them. Oh, there they are. Let's see if I can zoom in. They're going right up that crevice. How cool is that? This would be a pretty cool place to climb.
Slabby up there, but they got a big crack.
All right, that was pretty cool. But we need to head on down the road if we're going to get to Salt Lake City today. Okay, so we just left the park from way down there. That's the entrance. And I saw this beautiful view to my right out my window, and John stopped. And now I'm going to be quiet so that you all can enjoy this view. that's the highway way down there that we need to go hit to get to Salt Lake City, Utah tonight. But just enjoy this view. See if I can zoom in a little bit. All right. Headed on down the road. This is still Highway 80, isn't it, up here that we're going to get on?
Yeah, Lincoln Highway.
Lincoln Highway, Highway 80 West. Somewhere along the line we'll have to go south, though. All right. Last year when we were out here, we went to Laramie and we went to that mountain range. What was that called? Snowy Pass?
Snowy Range.
Snowy Range. Okay. We went there. And this year we're doing something different, something new. But we will be stopping at the Lincoln Highway Memorial for a pit stop. And the Lincoln Highway Memorial is the highest point on this highway, on Highway 80. Yeah. All right. Beautiful country here in Wyoming. Just a little bit of the landscape through here. So pretty. highest point on Interstate 80. Even has a sign that tells you. All right, let's go in and take a look. You're standing at the highest point on the Lincoln Highway. Sights along the way. The Snowy Range Scenic Byway, we were there. We stopped at this today, a tree that's seen it all. We were just there.
There you go, this
Beetaloo. The only Lincoln monument along his namesake highway. The only Lincoln monument along his namesake highway. Commissioned in 1959, Robert I. Russin sculpted the Abraham Lincoln Memorial Monument to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. 10 tons of clay were used to create the mold. The sculpture alone weighs 4,500 pounds. The head was cast in 30 pieces and bolted together. The base is hollow with a concrete pillar. It says the monument and base were located on the original Lincoln Highway, Both were relocated in 1969 when I-80 was completed. Completed in only 11 months. I think we can go through this door because there's a walkway out there. We must think anew and act anew. Abraham Lincoln. This monument commemorates the sesquicentennial of Lincoln's birth by the state of Wyoming in 1959. Okay, and so there's the Lincoln Highway. See the mountains way off in the background there. Okay, if you're ever on Highway 80 outside of Cheyenne, be sure and stop in here at the Lincoln Highway Memorial. It's really a neat little pit stop to take. Okay, so we're traveling on down I-80 west, and we have a mountain range ahead of us, and they are just beautiful, but I don't know that you all can see them, but they sure are pretty to look at from my point of view. And of course, we're just going to keep getting closer and closer, aren't we? Quite a bit of rain this season up here. I think that's why there were so many wildflowers in that recreation area. I want one of those. Cheeseburger. From McDonald's in 21 miles.
Merge onto I-80 West.
But we can stop and take a bathroom break here, though. Oh, look, they even have a museum. I bet that's Elk Mountain over there. Because we are at the Elk Mountain Museum here. Yep. The lone bathroom out here.
Proceed to the route.
Yeah, we will.
Proceed to the route.
All right, well, I'm glad we made this pit stop because it's another 40 miles to Rollins, which is where the next food stop will be. Look at this beautiful truck here. He says it's a 1970. All right, so we just talked to that clerk in there, and he says it's 60 miles back to Laramie and 40 miles ahead to Rollins, and we're kind of right in the middle. So we stopped and got a snack, payday, to tie us over. This, turn right towards Rollins, and this mountain we've been looking at is Elk Mountain. And there's the sign that tells you. All right. They have these fences in the middle of the ranges like that to hold back snow. Guess I get a lot of snow up in here.
For 284 miles, continue straight.
Let's see what it says up here. Yep. Rollins, 41 miles. Rollins, 41 miles. Rock Springs, 149. There's a bunch of fences on those ranges over there. Going uphill. I always think it's amazing how far you can see out here in the west. See that road going all the way down through there. How far you can see. Well, we just had lunch in Rawlins, and we're headed down the road. And I was looking at my phone, and I glanced up long enough to see a sign that said Continental Divide. So we just passed the Continental Divide sign. You cannot look down in the west because you will miss something. So what? Let's see, Continental Divide. What's that tell you? The east from the west?
Yeah. Something about the water.
Oh, the water. The flow of the water.
Everything west of the Continental Divide eventually ends up in the Pacific, and everything east ends up in the Mississippi.
Pacific Ocean, right? And everything east of the Continental Divide ends up in the Mississippi River, which feeds into the Gulf of Mexico. So, there you go. Our lesson on the Continental Divide. Sorry, I missed the sign. Okay, so John was just telling me that this is called what?
The Great Basin.
The Great Basin of Wyoming. The Wyoming Great Basin. Like you're in a great big bowl, don't you? Oh, did we? Okay. I mean, it is like far between. Was it a rest stop with the restrooms and stuff? Or was it just for truckers?
Rest stop.
Oh, okay. Trucks through here. gas station up here. Yay.
Might have to do something with that stop sign.
Really? It's called Point of Rock. All right.
Proceed to the route. Proceed to the route.
Yeah, we will. We gotta make a pit stop, ma'am.
Proceed to the route. Proceed to the route. Proceed to the route.
Cowboy riding a bulldozer. Do you see that?
Proceed to the route.
Gosh. Cowboy riding a bulldozer. I like that. I might have to get a picture of that.
Turn right onto Zenoni Street. Then turn left onto County Road 78.
Okay, friends, so we made a pit stop here at Point of Rocks, Wyoming, at this Conoco. And while we were out kind of stretching our legs, we found these really cute, I don't know, entertainment things. It says you don't have the weight of the world on your shoulders, only a safe weight. And then this machine shed back here has a man made out of harnesses. I'm not sure what kind of machine that is. It's got an old gas pump over here. Look at these old gas pumps. Then over here by John, there is a cowboy rides a bulldozer. Cowboy rides a bulldozer in Point of Rocks, Wyoming. You just never know what you might find on the side of the road if you have a few minutes to take a break. Down here to see what this marker was, and it says ruins of Almond Overland Station from 1862 to 1868, located beyond the railroad tracks. So there used to be an overland stage station here, stagecoach. All right, we're gonna move on down the road. part. We're in that part in Colorado where we're going through the mountains. I mean, these aren't mountains, but it's got that real narrow road that goes between those mountains. Outside, I think it's outside of Denver. There's our Salt Lake sign. It's the first Salt Lake sign I've seen. Yeah, so this is Rock Springs. But the sign was telling us to stay on this road or Salt Lake. We still have, let's see what your thing says. We still have 2 hours and 45 minutes to get this coming. All right, here we go. Did you see? Does this tunnel have a name?
No, I did not see a name.
I did not either.
Green River Tunnel.
Well, could be. That would be a good name since we are at Green River.
Is that a motel?
That is a motel. That'd be a cool place to stay down in there. Wow, isn't this pretty through here? This is so pretty. It's hard to capture it all. Oh wow. This is so cool. Amazes me how windy it is though. Is that
Blowing right down this valley.
It sure is. It is whipping us. Little America. Keep seeing signs for that. And that rock is cracked. That could just come right off of there. It's cracked on both sides. Good thing it's a little ways away from that road. Got another train over there. Did you happen to see what river? Oh, I bet that was the Green River. I'm like, John, did you happen to see what river that was? What do you reckon is the Green River, John?
Trees out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, we're in the Green River Valley. Just look how far you can see. It's amazing. You cannot see this far in Missouri. Oh, look, there are mountains over there. See those mountains over there, John? Do we know what mountains those are? I bet those are the Rocky Mountains, aren't they? I am 2 for 2 now, John. I guessed Green River and I guessed Rocky Mountains. Aren't you proud of me? Wow. I just am blown away by the West. Like I said, no matter how many times we come out here, we always see something new and interesting and just in awe. Just in total awe of the landscape. Now, we have not been this far on 80 before, right? Weren't we just talking about that? Neither of us have been this far on 80.
I don't think when I came out here in '64, we went up to I think we went up through Wyoming to go to Yellowstone.
Okay.
Then we went up to Custer's Last Stand, which is
through South Dakota and see the Badlands, and we'll go through Nebraska too. There's some in Nebraska that I would like to see, some more of Nebraska that I would like to see, and then South Dakota, and then come on over and down to Yellowstone. I think when we were Girl Scouts, I can't remember what year that was. I'm thinking it was 77. When I was a Girl Scout in 1977, we went to South Dakota, to the Badlands, and we saw Mount Rushmore and the Indian Monument, and then we went on over to Yellowstone, and I'd like to do that trip again. Pretty sure Jody was with me on that trip, and Becky. In 75, I went to Colorado, and then in 76, I went to Washington, D.C., and then in 77, we went to Cheyenne, Wyoming, too. So maybe we went to Cheyenne first and then up, but because I remember we went to a rodeo in Cheyenne, Wyoming. That was the first time I had ever been there. And this was in 77. Me and Jody and Vicky were on a Girl Scout trip together. We had a rock hit our windshield right there. Look how far you can see, John. That's just amazing how far we can see. Guys, we have made it to Utah. There's the sign. Welcome to Utah. Get out, take a picture. Alright guys, we made it to Utah. Hello family and friends and fellow YouTubers. Well, we made it to Utah. Yay! So we made it to Utah. Now we're traveling through Utah. We're about an hour from Salt Lake City. And we stopped and had our picture taken at the sign. There was a really nice family there. They took ours and we took theirs. They were actually from Salt Lake City and had just gotten back from Tennessee. So Salt Lake City, 70 miles. There we go. Look at this beautiful lake down here.
No.
I didn't think so, but still, it's beautiful. picture or two of this beautiful lake. So we pulled off to the view area so that we could see this beautiful lake. Now this is not Great Salt Lake, but it's still pretty pretty. Let's see if I can get a picture. Salt Lake City, 44 miles. But I think the state park is 60 miles, so it's a little bit further. And I don't know that we're going to go to the state park for sure, but I think that's what we're aiming for. Or we might find a motel room for tonight and then go to the state park tomorrow. We're just kind of playing this trip by ear. So we'll see what happens. I think that might be it coming up.
A lot of water there.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see it yet, though.
In 2 miles, take exit 104.
Okay, guys, so there it is over there, the Great Salt Lake. Great Salt Lake of Utah. I'm shooting into the sun now, so I don't know that you can see it. But we're going to end up at the state park here pretty soon. And then hopefully we'll be able to see it better. There's the sign for it. One of the signs. Great Salt Lake State Park. Exit 104. And I can't show it to you now because there's a wall there.
Use the right lane to take exit 104 onto State Route 202 towards State Route 201. Take the exit. At the next stop sign, turn right. At the stop sign, turn right onto State Route 202, then turn left.
I think I'm supposed to turn right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It'd be nice if she'd say something right now.
Well, she did. She just said it. Turn right and then turn left.
At the stop sign, turn left.